The 5 shocking stages your ex goes through after a breakup and how you can use them. Today we're diving deep into the often confusing, sometimes frustrating but always fascinating world of breakups. Specifically, we're going to unlock the secrets of the 5 shocking stages your ex goes through after a breakup. This isn't about dwelling on the past, but about understanding the emotional journey your ex is on. Why? Because that understanding gives you incredible power. The power to navigate your own emotions, the power to predict their actions, and yes, even the power to potentially use these stages to your advantage. Whether you're hoping to get back together or simply move on with your life, knowing what your ex is going through is essential. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's unravel the mystery of your ex's post-breakup behavior. Picture this: the two of you have just had the talk. The one where everything comes to a head, and the reality of the situation hits you both like a ton of bricks. Maybe it was explosive, maybe it was heartbreaking, but one thing's for sure, it's over. The words have been said, the decision made, and now you're left to pick up the pieces. But here's the thing, even when a breakup seems obvious, even when it's expected, there's a part of us that simply can't process it immediately. Our minds struggle to accept the finality of it all. That's where shock and denial come in. These are natural, albeit painful stages of grief that everyone goes through. Your ex might seem strangely calm, even indifferent. They might appear to be handling it well, almost too well. They might tell you they're fine, that it's no big deal, or even act like nothing has changed at all. This can be incredibly confusing and frustrating for you. They might still text you casually like they always did, or try to make plans like you're still a couple. This isn't necessarily malicious. It's a way for them to hold on to a sense of normalcy. It's a defense mechanism, a way to protect themselves from the overwhelming pain of heartbreak. By pretending everything is okay, they can delay facing the harsh reality. Their brain is literally trying to buy time to adjust to this new reality where you're no longer together. It's a coping strategy, albeit a temporary one. Think about it like jumping into a freezing cold pool. At first you're numb. The shock of the cold water hits you, and for a moment you can't feel anything. You don't feel the cold yet because your body is in shock. It's a protective response, a way to shield you from the immediate discomfort. It's the same with a breakup. The initial shock acts as a buffer, a temporary shield against the full force of the emotional blow. It gives you a moment to catch your breath. The initial shock acts as a buffer, a temporary shield against the full force of the emotional blow. It gives you a moment to catch your breath and gather your thoughts. But just like that icy dip, the shock will wear off. Slowly, the reality of the situation will start to sink in, and the numbness will give way to a flood of emotions. And when it does, the real emotional roller coaster begins. You'll start to feel the pain, the sadness, the anger, and all the other emotions that come with a breakup. It's a difficult process, but it's also a necessary one for healing. Remember that numbness, that denial we talked about? Well, it's fading fast. Now the reality of the breakup is starting to sink in, and with it comes a tidal wave of raw, unfiltered emotions. This is where anger and resentment take center stage. Your ex might lash out, either directly at you or at those around them. They might blame you for everything that went wrong, even if it takes some serious mental gymnastics to twist the narrative. You might see angry social media posts, hear about their bitter rants to mutual friends, or even receive some heated texts yourself. It can be hurtful, even scary, but remember, it's all part of the process. This anger is often a way of masking deeper emotions, sadness, hurt, even fear. It's easier to be angry at someone than to face the vulnerability of heartbreak. Think of it like a defense mechanism, a suit of armor they put on to protect themselves from further pain. But just like any shield, anger has its limits. It can only protect them for so long before the cracks start to show, and that's when the bargaining begins. The initial shock has worn off. The overwhelming emotions that once clouded your mind are starting to settle. The anger is starting to subside, and the intense feelings of betrayal or hurt are slowly fading. And now, a glimmer of hope emerges. This is the stage where your ex might try to regain some control over the situation. They may attempt to rewrite the ending of your story. This is the bargaining stage. You might start receiving apologies, promises to change, and heartfelt messages, or grand gestures designed to win you back. They might suddenly remember all your favorite things, shower you with compliments, and try to recreate the magic of your past. They may try to rekindle the spark you once shared. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means they're starting to realize what they've lost and are willing to fight for it. They might show a newfound determination to make things right, to fix what was broken, or at least their version of it. But here's the catch. Bargaining often comes from a place of desperation, not genuine change. It's easy to make promises in the heat of the moment, to vow to be a better partner when faced with the prospect of losing someone. But true transformation takes time, self-awareness, and a willingness to address the root causes of your issues. So, while it's flattering to be pursued and to hear those promises, be cautious. Don't fall for empty promises or get swept away by grand gestures. Pay attention to their actions, not just their words. Are they truly committed to change, or are they just bargaining their way back into your life? Look for consistent actions that align with their promises. Are they making an effort to understand and address the issues that led to the breakup? Are they willing to put in the work to build a healthier relationship? Or are they simply trying to avoid the pain of loss? Remember, true change is a process, not a quick fix. Be mindful and take your time to evaluate their intentions. The bargaining chips have fallen, the dust has settled, and the reality of the breakup sets in with full force. This is the stage where the emotional walls come down, and your ex is forced to confront the depth of their sadness. This is the stage of depression and reflection. Don't be surprised if they disappear from social media, become withdrawn, or seem distant. They're not necessarily trying to ignore you, they're grappling with their own pain. This is a time for introspection, for processing the relationship and their role in its demise. They might replay old conversations in their head, analyze every fight and disagreement, and wonder what they could have done differently. This self-reflection, while painful, is crucial for growth and healing. It's like tending to a wound. First, you have to clean it out, remove any debris, and allow it to breathe. It might sting, even bleed a little, but it's an essential part of the healing process. This is a delicate stage, both for your ex and for you. It's tempting to reach out, to offer comfort or advice, but sometimes the best thing you can do is give them space. Let them work through their emotions at their own pace. After the storm comes the calm. The turbulence of emotions eventually settles, leaving behind a serene clarity. After the tears, the anger, the bargaining comes a sense of peace. It's a journey through a whirlwind of feelings, each one intense and consuming, but all leading to a place of tranquility. This is the final stage, the stage of acceptance and moving on. It's not about forgetting the past, but about finding a way to live with it, to integrate it into your life story. This doesn't mean they've forgotten you, or that the relationship meant nothing. Every memory, every shared moment still holds value and significance. It simply means they've accepted the breakup as a part of their story, a chapter that's closed but not erased. It's a part of their journey, a stepping stone to who they are becoming. They're starting to focus on themselves, on their own happiness and personal growth. They're rediscovering old passions, exploring new interests, and finding joy in the little things, and rebuilding their lives without you in it. It's a process of creating a new normal, one that doesn't revolve around the past, but looks forward to the future. This is the stage where you might see them genuinely happy again, smiling genuinely in photos, and finding laughter in the company of friends, and radiating a newfound confidence. It's a confidence that comes from knowing they can stand on their own, that they can thrive even after a significant loss. It might sting a little to see, but remember, their happiness doesn't diminish yours. Their journey is separate from yours, and both can coexist without taking away from each other. In fact, their ability to move on is a testament to the strength of your love. You helped them grow, you were a significant part of their life, and that impact remains. You taught them valuable lessons, lessons that they will carry forward into their future relationships and endeavors. And now, it's time for both of you to take those lessons and create a beautiful future, even if it's not together. It's about building a life that honors the past but isn't bound by it. This is the stage where you can finally let go of any lingering resentment, any what-ifs or regrets. It's a release, a freeing of the heart and mind. Any what-ifs or regrets. It's about finding peace within yourself, understanding that everything happens for a reason, and that every ending is a new beginning. It's time to forgive them, forgive yourself, and embrace the next chapter of your own life with an open heart and a hopeful spirit. It's a journey of self-discovery and renewal. And embrace the next chapter of your own life with an open heart and a hopeful spirit. The future is a blank canvas, ready for you to paint with new experiences, new joys, and new growth. Thanks for watching. Understanding the stages your ex goes through after a breakup can be a game changer. It allows you to approach the situation with empathy, clarity, and a sense of empowerment. Remember, every relationship, even the ones that end, teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves and what we truly want in a partner. So embrace the journey, learn from the past and move forward with confidence and an open heart. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship advice and tips. See you in the next video.